We
All
back.
right, all right, all right.
Hi,
We
Pierre.
back. We back. It's like we never left. Oh shit. Yeah, we're dropping them left and right. It is what it is. It is what it is. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Chapter four. Chapter four of the finale of
Well,
the.
chapter
No, this
two,
is chapter
right?
four. I wrote this shit down. It said four.
Was
Because I
part
don't know if
two though.
part one was one and two. This what we just saw was three, four, and five. I think it
Well, I
literally the
mean,
screen literally said chapter four.
oh, right. Okay, yeah, I see what you mean. I was thinking like this finale has three parts, like
Yeah,
But
yeah,
I
yeah.
get what you're saying.
That's part two of that finale. That is true. That's true. Yes, and Armin speaks with Zeke.
Zeke,
Like, and Zeke gets into this philosophical seamstress speaking in the
dude,
biblical Fibonacci sequence that's Royce the Five
I
Nine from LA Leakers. But go ahead.
I never thought that we would go so far back to the beginning of the universe. Like I this the conversation that's about to take place, it
Mm,
satiated my need for answers in a way that I
mm,
have been seeking in a story since I first started appreciating the art of storytelling. Because to have a story that is so meticulously planned out, so consistently of the highest quality, both in terms of animation, voice acting, and storytelling. To have
mm.
characters that are so real, situations that are so captivating, and then tying it all together with damn near like 100 episodes, maybe around that. And each episode leaves you on the edge of your seat with a
Yep.
consistent intensity, like an intensity that no fantastical story has ever been able to match. And then
Right.
to reveal that it was all baked in a philosophical understanding of the nature of life and history and
Daddy
humanity,
chill.
like it leaves you with the pinnacle of literary satiation, in my opinion. It like
Ooh, stop it. Christian, Christian, stop it.
it's one of the greatest stories ever told. And
Yeah.
like in my mind, this should be up there with like fucking Shakespeare, Tolkien,
You
just
know,
all the famous storytellers throughout human history. This, in my mind, is right up there with them and deserves the same amount of respect that all those great storytellers have. Because
you know,
this is crazy what he's doing here. It's truly, if you really sit down and think
first,
about what is going on, it is
yeah.
fucking mental.
You
The
need to
stuff that
allow
he's pulling
yourself
off.
to get vested into the depth of what these people are doing. That's the thing. Like you see them shit from surface level. It's all action. It's nice and all, but like there's homework done. There are layers to this, and this author wants it to be unearthed. You know, like it's like I'm assuming there's nothing that's more satisfying to uh what's the opposite of destroyer? Not a builder, a creator. I'm assuming there's nothing more satisfying than for a creator to watch his subjects get scrutinized to the extent that he created them to be. Bro, what is going on, Pierre?
Mm.
Is this some logic class? What's going on? All right, let me stop myself. Okay, my point
But
is like,
also, but
yes,
also, like on your point about the homework, like this, because Hajime Isayama, he's had this ending planned. I'm at the very end of when we do this. I'm gonna like give some fun facts about the show that are
ooh,
really interesting.
mm,
And one fun fact is that he had this ending planned since episode one. So that means when this was being written, when this was being thought of, like 2009 was, I think, maybe when the manga was first being written. I mean, you know, more or less, it was like way back then. He was sitting on this wisdom. He was sitting on this understanding of life, this awareness of life. Like
mm,
he was aware of the nihilistic meaning of life and the existential meaning of life. And like not only does he have the intelligence and the wisdom to balance these concepts, he also has the skill to draw. I mean, admittedly, like his he even said himself, like his art isn't as up to par as he would like it to be, but still he knows how to draw. And he has the skill to funnel this wisdom into a creative medium with the levels of humility that are far and few between that I talked about in the very beginning. And he's such an outlier, dude. It's crazy. This guy is crazy. Like
Hmm.
it's insane. It's
Hmm.
ridiculous. It's unbelievable. It really is unbelievable.
Yeah, some of these guys and girls, some of these people, it's it's almost kind of like scary. You're like, you're not abnormal, but it's got to be alarming for you to be so ahead of some of your peers. Like I mention all the time, like the Christopher Nolan's, the M Night Shyamalan's, for except for Avatar, because everybody hates him for that movie. Like you're like these guys own like a league of their own. Like this writer, the writer of Vinland Saga, it's just like, how do you come up with these things? It's
Yeah,
like
the only way you could come up with a story like this is if you are a lifelong student of human history and who you you are somebody who absorbs life and you can digest it and
of
internalize it
course.
and then spew it back out into something beautiful. Like I saw an interview with Hajime
Oh,
Isayama,
uh-huh.
because I mentioned before that I saw all of his interviews, and one of them he was interviewing this MMA guy, and the MMA guy was like gushing about the story and the anime, one of the scenes, and I look at Hajime Isayama's face and the attention, like he was so laser focused on
Yeah.
every single emotion that this guy was making, every single body language that he had. He was so just taking in everything that's happening. And I think that is a small glimpse into the mind of this guy. Like he can
Hmm.
really pay attention to life and what is happening in the world and then understand it at the deepest level and then do something really fun with it. It's crazy.
Hmm.
It's crazy.
Yeah, when you said take it all in and spew it out into something beautiful, I thought of one of my favorite poems by Neil Francisco. That is
Mm.
The Heart and the Fist. The Heart and the Fist is all about repurposing. How the Mexican government, when they take weapons from the cartel, they give to this artists who turn these weapons into musical instruments. And basically what you're saying. And he's like, you can't think of something that its sound can strike fear, uh, can also strike ecstasy and joy in the heart of millions, like an instrument. Like this guitar that with a chord that can get people to dance that came from a gun with a shot that could use to strike fear. And in there, he said what's the difference between a garden and a graveyard is what you choose to plant under. The
Mm.
difference between a garden and the graveyard is what you choose to put in. I'm not wording this correctly, but I think you see where I'm going with. It's what you choose to
Yeah,
put on the
yeah.
fucking ground. Yeah, like if you put seeds, it's gonna be flowers. You put dead people, it's a graveyard. As in like what you said, the spew out, make something beautiful out of
Mm.
historical events, out of personal anecdotes, out of like just anything. But yes, it's a fucking masterpiece. But yeah, the Heart and the
Mm.
Fist, Neil Francisco. Fucking love Neil Francisco. But yeah, man, some crazy
Mm.
shit. Crazy shit, man.
Mhm.
Uh yes, yes, he gets deep. You know, long life
Mm.
was created. And long ago life was created. And it lasted so long because it was able to multiply and adapt. Multiply and adapt. What do you think of, Christian? Anyway,
Multiply and adapt. What do I think of?
I'm
Uh,
really putting you in the
like a
spot
show.
here. Yes, of course.
Multiply. Oh, oh, of course. You're talking
Adapt.
about the infected.
I'm talking about the infected, Christian. I'm talking about the cordyceps. I'm talking about all 9 episodes of The Last of Us that we freaking broke down on this podcast. Anyway, that is what it is. Pierre chill. But yeah, crazy shit. The objective of anything living is to multiply. Cordyceps again. It's hilarious.
Mm.
Yeah. So then they get into like how Ymir, she was able to survive because she was able to escape fear, but she also created something immortal to help her escape to a world where death doesn't exist. They're talking
Mm.
about where they currently are at because that's how she was able to
Yes.
stay alive for this long. Yes, because she too was Eldian, which is why she was able to be the
Mhm.
first Titan. She was able to transform. I understand. And they're like, bro, then what's her deal then? What's going on? What's her deal? Homeboy's like, yeah, him and Armin are talking. And homeboy's like, I don't know. And why would she obey the king who mistreated her and stay up there for 2,000 years? They say
Mm.
she couldn't let go of something. Eren understood that, but I never did. So she sided with Eren. Armin is taking all this in. He's like, okay, that's cool and all, but great. How do we get out? Armin's not understanding Zeke's a fighter, bro. If I see Zeke in the zen and relaxed position, it means there might be no way to get out. Zeke's like, I don't know. Is losing even that bad? Bro, we'll
Yeah.
eventually die anyway. Damn. At that point, Christian, these were valid points. It's like,
Yeah, they are. They are very valid points.
I'm
Extremely
like,
valid.
I'm like,
Which which also makes Armin's counter so beautiful. But I'll
right,
let you cover that.
right. It's like all of this sorrow, the moment before death, might just bring relief. Like you
Yeah.
never got to know what the point is, but you would when it's you're drawing your last breath. There's a show, there's a movie that something said like that. Your last breath. But I can't remember. But yeah, I've heard something similar to that. And yes, the nostalgic items come through. What the fuck is
Mm.
going on? Armin picks up a leaf. She's remembering when that specific moment of kid version of him when I used to think he looked like a girl. That's when I used to think. But they take us back. The him and Eren and Mikasa like all just like running around within the walls, and she is realizing, yes, she's fighting her purpose in all this, and simultaneously, Zeke is seeing the baseball that his mentor used to play with him. Was that his mentor or his dad? I think that's the
His
guy who,
mentor that he
yeah, that's the guy
saw
with
as
the
a dad.
men who freaking got him to flip on his dad. Or, anyway, some crazy shit. Yes. And they're just clicking. Like, holy shit. And then, bam, there's some people standing behind them. It's the OGs. It's the, it's the goats. But go ahead, Christian. Go ahead. Talk your shit. Talk your shit.
Yeah, I just want to touch on like Armin's counter to Zeke because Zeke is basically saying that the purpose of life is to multiply, but then
Yeah.
Armin is saying that the purpose of life isn't so black and white when you factor in the human experience, the human awareness, the human intelligence,
Mm,
because our
mm.
ability to cherish the insignificant things is evidence of our ability to view the meaning of life in such a way that transcends the biological purpose of reproduction and it floats in the psychological realm of human consciousness. So it's
Christian, those are
not
big
black
words.
and white. Yeah,
Yes.
it's a complicated thing that is being touched on here and it's hard to convey it simply. But yeah, it's a beautiful response to a very logical depressing perception of what it means to be alive. It's like that's beautiful because both of them are true. They're both logical. They both make
Right.
sense. And depending on which perspective you have, it can dye your perception of life. Like with one, you can be depressed, and then the other, you can be happy. Like in a simple sense. And it's beautiful, man. It's beautiful.
Um, at the same time, Christian, I think both of them are also speaking from two different, not only perspective, but if you look at what's been going on with them, Armin is still in shock. She just embarked on this battle. Well, she didn't really get to do anything. She got.
He
Oh, okay, okay, stop. This is he's not doing this on purpose. Please, please go easy on him. He's not sexist. He says, yes, yes, Armin, yes, he just landed and got snatched. So he's eager to get back. I understand. But Zeke has been trapped up there for a long time.
Very long.
So
Very, very long. Like,
Zeke's
it could be
approach
years
of
for all we know.
it could have been years. Zeke has a full beard. He was always a hairy man because he's a beast. Just, but yeah, he's just
Why did you say it like that?
right because he's a beast because he's the beast titan, Kristen. He's I know that sounds. I don't know. Listen, we've yet to uncover what's going on in my head. I'll hire a psychiatrist at some point. But yeah, he really has no more hope because homeboy's been sitting up there, just like, what's the point? Just kill me. It is what it is. Like the bitch won, like Ymir won, but he's coming like from the genesis of the fight that he's eager to get back to because his friends are still back there. So their two perspectives are very not only valid but very what's the word for related to or very fuck, I can't find the adjective. Makes sense with their current situations for their point of views to be the way they are. There's literally like one word for all that sentence I just said, but I can't find it. Huh? What you said?
Is it relative? Like,
yeah. Their point of views are very relative to their current situations. Christian, this is why you're here, bro. For
yeah,
nothing
man.
else. Just the complete sentences.
Fuck you.
Oh my goodness. This man is top tier. This man is the brain behind Storyalysis. Although I chose the name and thought of the name, but still, it is what it is. All those animes are yours. You got me to watch Attack on Titan. You got me to watch freaking The Last of Us. You got me to watch Vinland Saga. Literally, we're just doing your thing, Christian. This is your show.
That's why the next thing we do, it'll be a Pierre original. It'll be whatever you suggest.
No, this is some Jedi mind trick shit. I'm just gonna bend the knee right now. It's gonna be your shit, bro. It is what it is. Just yeah. Yeah, they see the people behind them. That is true. Back to the fight. Our heroes are losing. Reinar. Fuck, I gotta stop. Reinar. This is not intentional,
fair,
bro.
They do use the same letters, so.
And they're kind of similar characters. Oh no, not at all. Einar would never. Like, Reiner's a straight murderer. But anyway, we're back. just back to the fight. Our heroes are losing, man. Reiner's pinned down and he lost an arm. And Berthold comes out of nowhere and saves them. Porco, Marcel, bro, Pete starts crying.
Dude, this scene, like all the characters that we've known from the start, they're all working together with the scouts. Like Porco, he's biting the same way he was biting in season 4. We finally get to see what his brother Marcel looked like in his Titan form before he was eaten by Ymir. We see Ymir clawing against other Titans just like she did in season 2. We see the owl doing that backbreak move that he did in season 3. We see Grisha punching just like he did to the Race family in season 3. Berthold, he's swiping just like he did in episode 4 of season 1. Gabi's sniper shot from season 4.
That's true.
And then I'm gonna skip a little bit ahead. Zeke nonchalantly revealing himself just like Reinar and Berthold did in season 2, episode 6. And then they combined all the soundtracks from the previous episodes into the previous seasons. Like, this is convergent storytelling cranked up to 1,000.
Christian, you got to work on that short. I'm not gonna fetch all these videos, but that's
I don't even want to comb through all this.
I refuse to go through all these videos. But yes, the artistic unity, the full circle. No, they brought this back. They're like, you want to see what a loop looks like? Watch this. Nah. They come out, bro, and then at the same time they're coming out, you already spoil it, but it is what it is. Mikasa's going for the Okapi. She's reaching, she can't get it, she's about to hit it, and then bam,
Gabi.
Oh shit, it's our girl, one and only, the same way my girl shot Eren. Bro, the same way my girl shot Sasha, R.I.P., but still, dude,
Like
This
when
girl
you're
is a
flying
sniper,
to
bro.
have that
And
level of
Falco's not going.
accuracy,
And Falco's not
like,
going slow. And Falco's
no.
dodging. Wait, no, Falco's not dodging arrows at this point because Falco was a bit out. He's far out. So
Mm.
you have to time where the Okapi is going to be because the Okapi's running
Yeah,
fast,
and
full
it runs
speed.
yeah, super fast.
Falco is soaring full speed. And my
Yeah.
girl,
And you got to
oh,
account for like bullet drop too, the wind. Fucking hell, man.
and the lack of form, Christian, for a sniper, you need to be on a flat surface. You need so many
Yeah.
other things. Like you're on some bulky Falcon thing, bro.
And the gun is heavy as hell too.
And the
Like,
gun is heavy as hell, bro.
jeez, man.
Nah, nah, man, nah. I can't. All right, I can't. You know what, man? This is too much, Christian. This is too much. I'm getting a headache. Don't know if I can get headaches, but it is what it is. Oh my god! And Mikasa take advantage of that freaking one eye missing Okapi shit thing that's going around, and she freaking cuts the jaw and gets Armin out. And that Okapi shit, I hate that I can't freaking pronounce it right. Still freaking swing and pierce Armin's thighs, bro. And he drops the bombs. Connie cuts the tongue and he gets the catch, bro. Bro, it was a team effort. Oh my goodness.
That was
Like,
beautifully animated.
dude, because Armin is about to get pulled back in. Connie cuts it and he jumps and catch, bro. I was like, what is going on? Like, make this make sense. I can't, man. Just stop. These people are not worth it. These people are not worth it. Christian, we don't get paid for this, man. You gotta remember, this is some pro bono shit.
I know.
Oh, I can't. And oh shit, everyone's like, what's going on? They're protecting us. What is it? This doesn't make any sense. And they're like, Armin's like, it's okay, folks. Zeke woke up the old Eldian allies in the path.
Yep.
At the same time, he's like, wait, maybe Ymir is probably also looking for a connection, but irrelevant. Zeke got that. And Armin asked Berthold for help to take us back in the sunken place, as a Get Out reference, back in the path before Armin got out. To take us, just like a little flashback, like probably 10 minutes before, Armin asking Berthold for help, and Zeke asking the OGs for help, turning to his father, his mentor. And they both say in unison, please lend us a help.
So much closure. So much closure.
Right, because I killed you. Yeah. Like, after you asked Bertold the disrespect, I would have slapped him. I would have helped him, but I would have slapped him first. I'd be like, bitch. This reminded me of Green Lantern, Ryan Reynolds, a movie that flopped. I don't freaking know why, bro. I don't even know, man. Like, just like, he went to ask for help for these other freaking alien-looking folks. And he was like, fear is coming. I need y'all to help me fight it with me. But none of these motherfuckers fought. Like, they stayed back. Like, this would have to fight fear by himself. But it is what it is. But anyway, it's just, they're like, lend us a help. Bro, I can't. This was too much, man. Honestly, I was waiting for this. I would not have mind if they cut this in two, too. Like,
no.
I would not have mind.
I mean, I appreciate that they, that they're doing it this way, because they very well could have just staggered it out and released it like weekly, but they decided to just release it like a movie. So I appreciate that. I think it makes it a lot more intense and a lot more. It solidifies a story that has defined. Attack on Titan has defined a big part of anime, like in modern culture. So this, I think, doing it this way is doing it justice. Like, because by releasing it this way, they're saying like, we're not trying to completely squeeze this for every penny that we can. Like, this is a work of art, and we want it to be treated as a work of art. That's how I see it. Is them releasing it this way. But yeah, I like how they did this. Like, it's an hour.
It's crazy shit. An hour. This was an hour and 20 minutes. An hour, bro.
That's like That's like 4 anime episodes
Yeah,
because
yeah,
each
it's like
episode is like
24,
20 minutes.
20, 20,
Yeah.
20, 20. Yeah, yeah. Uh, and then yeah, Zeke came in and announced himself, and of course Levi, without even hearing because he was far away, any of the things Armin just said that this motherfucker helped us, like channel these generation titans to come help us. This motherfucker just chopped Zeke's head off. I was like,
Yeah, that took me by surprise when I saw
I
it.
was
Like in
shocked too.
retrospect,
I'm like, what the fuck, bro? Like,
like in retrospect, it makes a whole lot of sense, of course, because killing Zeke stops the rumbling, so that needed to happen. But when I saw it, I was like, "Oh, is Zeke gonna like help us now? Is he gonna be part?" But it's like, nah,
yeah,
he's dying like right now.
yeah. Like, what the fuck? Um,
But yeah, it had to happen. It had to,
yeah.
especially because, like Zeke said, he killed so many people. Like if you remember season 3, like the beginning of season 3, like how he was having fun playing baseball, like with the rocks, right before
Mhm,
Aaron gave that amazing speech. Like,
mhm.
you can't really let a guy like that just continue living scot free. Like,
Yeah,
he
my
has to face
that's
some kind of
true.
retribution.
Yeah, my girlfriend again. We watch freaking 80% of our shows together. Power is the show that we watch. Ghost. This drug dealer Christian who, of course, needed to ascend to the level that he got to in the drug game, had to have killed a lot of people. But he turned a new leaf, Christian. This man is legitimizing his name. This man is running for political offices. This man is trying to be better, but his best friend is still in the life, and he's tied down to some freaking old boss. Whenever he kills one, a Russian comes in or an Italian comes in, and his son ends up killing him. But my girlfriend's like, yeah, I understand Ghost is good. Ghost got end up having a good heart, but Ghost deserved to die for the shit that he's done in the past. And I'm like, I get it, but then these other motherfuckers need to die too. Like the Tommies and the freaking the Tariqs and the Tashas. You don't know any other people I'm talking about. But my
No.
point is to align with what you're saying, it makes perfect sense. Yeah. Like there's an amount of shit that you've done. Like death is the only thing that can balance the equation of the suffering that you've brought onto other people. But yeah, I completely, wholeheartedly agree with you on that one.
Mhm.
Yeah, he freaking cut the dude's head off, man. Like what the fuck? And you're right, the rumbling stop. But before it stops, they're paving the way for Jean to get through.
Mhm.
He's making his way to the head, and he sees the back of the head of his friend. Of course, he's like, "Damn, I can't believe I'm doing this." And Mikasa, of course, is like,
Mhm.
"No, no." Then Jean detonates it, bro. And Eren's head gets cut off, but the
Mhm.
serpent chases it. And
Dude,
Reinar's like,
dude, wait.
no.
The way that the thing chaotically just wiggles and
Yeah,
chases after Aaron's head, that is
yeah,
creepy, man. It's like an alien. It gives you an alien vibe. Like this is something that's not supposed to be touched by humans. That's what it felt like to me looking at this. It's like, especially the color too. It's like translucent. This very otherworldly appearance that it has.
yeah.
It feels very like in the realm of like it feels like something out of Pandora's box. Like you just
That is
fuck.
true. That is true. That
Okay,
is
are you
true.
back?
Yeah, uh huh.
Are
You
you
think we
back?
got cut again? I'm back. You can't
Yeah,
hear
we
me?
did.
Oh,
Yeah.
no,
Where
they're
did
just fucking with us now. They're just fucking with us now.
oh fuck. I was going somewhere good
No.
with that. Shit.
Oh, you were going
Ugh.
somewhere Pandora's box, bro. I'm telling Christian, let's just keep this shit one cut. I don't even care.
You know
It's
what?
very it's
Yeah,
minimal cuts. I
let's
don't care. There are imperfections to this shit. It is what it is. But yeah, you
you
were
know,
at
yeah,
Pandora's
you're right.
box.
Let's just keep it in.
You were at yeah. It is what it is, bro. You were at Pandora's
Is
box.
what it
Yeah,
is.
yeah. How the way it looks, extraterrestrial,
Mm,
out of this world. The serpent. Yes,
mm, very creepy.
it is
Extremely creepy.
actually extremely creepy. Actually, like Venom or like this movie Life with Ryan Reynolds and Jake Gyllenhaal. Ryan Reynolds was in there for like 5 minutes. Like I thought that movie was a prequel to Venom, but there's no correlation at all, which semi baffled me, but I was like, it is what it is. I was longing for a connection that wasn't there. But yeah, they found this thing in outer space that ended up being this crazy thing. It was just disgusting looking at the end, but it's a cool
Mm.
movie. But yeah, I like that they made it seem right away that you're like, yeah, this shit's not from Earth. You're like, whatever that
Yeah.
thing is, it's not from our planet.
Yeah.
Uh,
And it also frees him of the need to like deeply explain where this thing comes from. Well, I mean, he did explain where it comes from, but like he doesn't have to go into super detail about, oh, why is it blue? Why is it wiggling around? Like you can leave that up to the viewer's imagination. He gave enough detail for everyone to be satisfied, I think,
yeah, that's
which is
true.
great.
Oh, this is true. Um, Reinar,
Reinhardt. Mhm.
Reinar's trying to hold, and then Pete tells Armin, "Bro, just go for it, man. He's the armored titan. He can withstand the heat. It's all good." And Armin thank the OGs for this, and just
Mhm.
explodes. I just love it. It was like, "Thank you guys for your
So
sacrifice."
and also there was some really beautiful imagery that we got. Like all the jaw titans were somewhat bowing, and then the colossal titan just delicately cups the ram titan, which itself is delicately cupping Armin while it's being flanked by Grisha's titan and the owl's titan. It was
bro,
such a powerful visual there. So
bro,
powerful.
that's insane shit. No, this is too much. There was too many powerful freaking
There's too
visuals
much,
in this
man.
episode.
He really this the author and also like the animators, directors, they went all out, man. They really did.
Like, why
Not
leave
a
him such
scene is
high?
wasted.
Right? Like, leave some imperfection. You're a freaking human being. It's just, uh,
Yeah.
it's too much shit, man. Like, yeah, like even Last of Us, like episode 7, how we're like, hey, we would change this, we would change that. Like, we're able to find, well, they're not imperfections, they're just subjective.
Well, The Last of Us, I think the video game was truly perfection, and
Mm.
without a doubt. But the show, they had to make some concessions. But
Yeah, if anyone know our take, it's the last part of episode 7, and there are thumbnails. Episode 7 would be up there right away. But
mhm,
yeah, some crazy stuff.
yeah.
Um,
And then when Armin transforms, it's like an explosion that's tantamount to a nuke. That's insane. It's
yes,
crazy.
yes, yes, literally some crazy stuff. That is actually
And then
true.
at the same time, Historia gives birth. So I'm not too sure the significance of them showing Historia giving birth when Armin launched the nuke. But I know that there's something important there that I just didn't catch. Did you pick out anything there that like
Yeah,
made
I know what you're talking about, but yeah, I was so immersed into the main fight, which is
right?
not like me because at that point, everything made sense, everything was there for a purpose. I just literally completely bypassed that scene. I was like, "Oh, Sarah giving birth, that's cute." I'm like, "Can we go back?" I was like, but yeah,
I guess they had to fit it in somewhere. So
I know. Mm. She was a sweet kid. Yeah, I like
Historia,
the character. Hmm.
yeah.
Uh, great. Aftermath. What's going on? Is Eren dead? Mikasa's getting a headache, and she's seeing and we're hearing and seeing the flashback of Airman saying Ackermans with awakened powers get headaches.
Mm.
Gabi and Peek is rushing to their families. We're here. Annie gets told, "Your dad is over there. Go find him." Oh snap! The serpent is still alive.
It's emitting
Oh
gas.
man,
It's like
it's
a
emitting
cornered animal, just
gas.
trapped on its last
And
legs.
Armin is freaking kind of tired. Reinar is badly injured.
Mm.
Eren is also coming back.
Yeah, man.
Levi's like, you know what? That's it. We gotta kill him because we can't kill that life force serpent thing. It's like, bro, we
Yeah.
gotta kill him. Oof.
Mm.
And then the goodbyes, bro. These kids, because there's no Peak is a bit old, but Falco, bro, Peak telling her dad, I gotta go back, bro. Falco telling her,
Handle unfinished
Falco
business.
telling her parents, bro, I gotta go see this through, bro. Just,
Hmm.
dude, Falco's growth in this last episode. Oh, the scare kid, bro. The scare kid.
Yeah, Falco doesn't really have too many lines of dialogue, but he has a lot of action scenes, which is great. Like it
Mm,
compensates. Same with Gabi. Like they have
mm,
a lot of action
yeah.
moments,
Mm,
which is
mm,
great.
mm. Bro, I gotta go see it through, bro. This was Bruce Willis and Armageddon. I'm not coming home, baby girl. I can't come home, bro. You've never seen Armageddon, so you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Christian, there's so many great movies. Do you live under a rock? No, yeah, these are some side
Bro, that's
conversations.
what I'm saying. The next thing we talk about, you gotta recommend.
Anyway,
All
Armageddon, he
you.
makes a sacrifice and let his daughter. I don't
Okay,
know
you
where
just
that
spoiled it.
actress. I don't know where that actress went. That actress was beautiful. But yeah, so she can be with Ben Affleck, and he had the last conversation with her. I'm sorry, I'm not coming home, bro. His daughter, Christian, telling his daughter, I failed. Well, not I failed. I can't keep my promise, but I'm sending you back your fiance though. It's just crazy shit. But yeah, they say I gotta go. I can't make it. And
Hmm.
yes, Christian, we're getting to the end. We're getting to the end.
We're getting close. We're getting close.
hmm And we find out Secretary Mueller shot in the air, and he proposed that they work together with the
Yeah.
Eldians, more specifically Annie's dad, who's leading the charge, which is fitting because he was tough on Annie, so I can see him leading the little Eldia brigade for now.
Mm.
But and oh snap, there's a smoke coming. What's that smoke?
Mhm.
Can it
Mhm.
can it be similar to what happened on Ellis Island? Connie said, as soon as Connie says that, bro, Levi need to make a split decision.
Get
Falco,
on
get us
Falco.
out of here. Falco, can you fucking hear me? Don't you know that only freaking Ackermans and Titan wielders are immune? Bro, this is. And Peak is like, no, bro. And my boy actually took off. Question, do you know? Do you know how hard that is? You're still a kid. Like
Yeah.
the other people are adults. You're attached to your
And
parents. Gabi,
yeah, the Gabi, the girl he's in love with. He had to leave her
bro,
too.
bro, and to just jet set to pick these people off and just run off, bro.
Mm.
I can't. I just can't, man. No, Falco's growth. Oh, and then Connie and Jean's last words, bro. All right, Chris, you can take that conversation.
Mm.
Like, this get too
Oh,
much.
I didn't write the specifics of what they said, but yeah, it's like I remember they had their arms locked together, and I really thought that they were gonna go out. I was like, damn, if they did
I
go
know,
out,
right?
this is a pretty badass way to go. Like they're confident,
Yeah,
they're not afraid,
yeah.
and they're locked arms in
He,
arms. The
yeah.
brothers, the scouts.
Some of the words it said, like you remember the night we burnt the corpses. That's when they had
Yeah.
to kill their friends, Christian. Like that's like although it's done, we're losing. Just to give ourselves that reminder of what we had to do to get here. Like this wasn't all for nothing. It's just
Mm.
like this is bitter. Like we're going. There's no coming back. Like this is my favorite short story, bro. This is the interlopers, bro. This is wolves are coming. This is like, but do you remember when we did that? Yes. Let's go on a freaking high note. And oh my
Mm.
goodness, the freaking last words, bro. Like
Yeah, man. Like
Val's
I would
regiment
imagine.
soldiers.
Yeah, like I would imagine that after seeing so much death and after knowing what's happening in the world and like your perspective on or the fear that you would typically experience before death, I imagine that it gets a little bit diminished. Because if you also remember like in the for Connie, for example, like in the previous parts of the finale, there was a scene where when they were in conflict with Flock, and
Mm-hmm.
Connie had to shoot
Yeah.
his fellow scout in the head. Like these are scenes that
Yeah.
would play through your head as you're about to die. So it's like,
Mm-hmm.
all right, death becomes a little bit more desensitized to you, I
Yeah,
think.
that's
So the
true.
fear is not as great.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, this wasn't out of fear. This was like we did the best we could. Like like
Yeah.
yeah, like Jean told Reinar as he was holding on to him a few scenes ago, I don't think we can win, but I know we're gonna fight until the end. It's just
Mm,
bro, that's some underdog mentality, bro. That's just I don't know, man. I don't know. Crazy shit.
mm.
Oh man, bro.
And
And
then,
Rainer's still there, by the way, because Rainer
mm,
didn't jump. Rainer's still on the ground because he was still trying to
yeah.
wrestle with the serpent. And then he sees, bro.
Dude, the scene with
Ooh.
that was so intense.
Oh
Seeing
my
them jump
god.
off the cliff and join the hallucigenia in like a chaotic
Uh,
stampede towards Reiner. Like it looked like they
uh,
were just and the music, the chants, like the
uh,
choir or whatever that was, it was so intense. Imagine seeing in the distance this massive bug just fucking wiggling towards you, and then next to it are titans. Oh
that
man,
you
that are
recognize
running in like
were
this
your
very
best
like
friends.
yeah, titans you recognize, and they're running in this really like creepy, titan run that they do. Like it
Yeah.
looks
Mm-hmm.
weird and upsetting.
Uh, and he point them all out. It's like Connie, Sean.
Yeah.
What was the other
When
one?
is our torment
Mom,
gonna end?
Gabby. When is this torment gonna end?
And Armin said you
Oh.
really enjoy hell, don't you, Eren? Oh, what a thing to say. What a thing to say.
Oh,
And then they all give like their final effort, like Peak transforms, she bites the thing, Annie
Annie.
transforms.
Oh,
It's such a fantastic scene. It's so It scenes like that I just can't help but remember
yeah,
like how much has happened to build up to this moment.
yeah, yeah,
Remember when Annie was like the biggest bad? Remember when Reiner was the biggest bad guy? Like,
yeah. I know, right?
oh man,
Now
and
they're
now
all
we're
just
all working together.
minuscule, and we're working together, and we're not winning. Just,
Yeah, we're not winning.
uh, mm,
And then
hey,
The way that they were, the
yeah,
way that Mikasa had those
nah,
flashbacks, like the flashbacks of
okay.
Eren, they were so blurry that you could barely like make out his figure. Like I
Yeah,
feel like that's how memories actually work.
that is true.
Like they did it so well. It was so perfectly blurry.
Yeah,
It was
yeah, that's
so
true.
great.
Yeah, I
And
told
one
you
thing,
that's true.
oh yeah, go
Mm-hmm.
ahead.
No, go, go. One thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say because we're about to get the vision that Eren gave to Mikasa, where they spent time together, because he wanted that to be like her final memory of him instead of it being when he called her a slave.
Yeah,
So I read a comment that said in the manga, Eren and Mikasa spent 4 years together in the
bro,
paths,
it's some really
and
harsh shit.
yeah, like they legitimately spent time together there. And
Bro.
only when Eren passed away in the vision did Mikasa wake up and kill him in the real world. So like when
Oh,
she
that
had that
hurts.
vision, yeah, she lived 4 years within the span of like a couple seconds. And then she woke up. And then that's why when Eren was like told her in the vision to forget about him once he's
Mm,
gone,
because
that she
they've
tied
lived.
the scarf and she was like, no, I can't forget you. So,
Mm,
have you
uh,
seen Naruto? You haven't seen Naruto,
no,
have you?
no, but there's Agents of Shield last season. Fitz and Gemma lived together, but Gemma couldn't remember. And when she finally did, Fitz came back. You don't watch Agents of. You're not a Marvel fan. That was insane. But no, I've never seen
Mhm.
Naruto. You didn't recommend it, Christian. I've only watched the shit you recommended.
Well, Naruto is like similar to One Piece. There's like 500 episodes. So,
Bro.
yeah. But all right, there's a spoiler. This is
Mm.
a really big spoiler. Do you not want to be spoiled? Because this is a big spoiler, like one of the biggest
Dude,
spoilers you can get.
I'm like impervious to spoilers. You know this. I'm gonna watch it and have the same level of excitement if I ever get to it. But yeah, it's all good. I'm
All
spoiler
right.
free.
Well, anybody
Spoiler free.
who anybody who plans on watching Naruto, do not listen to this because this is a massive spoiler.
No
So
shit.
in Naruto, there's one of the main characters in the show. He's called Sasuke, And
Mhm.
Sasuke has a brother. His brother is named Itachi. Itachi's my favorite character in the show because he's very philosophical. He's very stoic, and he's a fascinating.
Bro,
Honestly, across he's one of my favorite anime characters ever.
I would
Itachi.
like that. I
He's
would. Yeah, that sounds like someone I would like to watch. Like,
yeah, and get this right, like Itachi, he murdered his entire clan, like his family, his father, his mother, his friends, his teachers, his aunts, his uncles. He murdered all of them. There's a reason why he murdered all of them. But when we start to find out about Itachi, and um, there was they told us that I think this was in the manga that when he was gonna go murder his girlfriend, he has this ability to put people under illusions. And so before he murdered his girlfriend, he put her under an illusion where they grew old together and then died. And then when she died, like so they lived a full life. They had um from like teenagers, I think, to like young adults to grandparents, and then death. And then she woke up after she died in the illusion. And then when she woke up, he was crying as he went to murder her. And then she just had a smile on her face because she lived a full life because of that illusion. And that's what Eren did here with Mikasa. And that's crazy. to to live 4 years in a couple seconds,
hmm.
that's insane. That's insane. Um, so, but yeah, dude, after when she wakes up, we have one of the most beautifully animated sequences in the entire show. Like the tag team of the Ackermans, Levi and Mikasa, just swerving through the rubble. And then I think Levi blows a hole in Aaron's mouth.
Yeah,
Mikasa just jumps in, and then she slices off his head. And in the I found this out too in the manga of Attack on Titan. In the very first chapter, or like the first or second chapter, Mikasa tells Eren, "See you later, Eren." She says that exact line. And then here, once she cuts off his head in the vision, Mikasa's like, "See you later, Eren." So that's supposed to be a callback to like the very first chapter of the story. And of course, he she grabs his severed head and then kisses him. Man,
crazy
that's one of
shit.
the most shocking scenes, the most shocking visuals that I've ever seen.
Um, from someone who's seeing X Men: The Last Stand out, Wolverine was the only person that was able to, well, power wise, regenerate, get close enough to Jean. Also, love wise, she had a soft spot for him. Her guards was completely down. Phoenix or not to let him kill her. I thought it was only fitting, as in Mikasa had to be the only person to do it. Anyone else would have died because he would have killed that other person. Just, um, yeah, this is what I thought, but it was still very powerful because this girl has latched on since episode one to come to that resolve so quick, and also the aftermath of that path or that. Where were they? What was the location of where that dream and then reality conversation took place? You said it was in
In
the
the
past.
paths. Yeah.
Yeah, like that world that he created for them to live in, where he got to tell her, like I couldn't go through with it. I couldn't kill Astoria, and like just start this freaking crazy tyrannical killing spree. And I also couldn't bring myself to just eradicate the majority of humanity outside of the walls. So let's chill out here for 4 years, peace and quiet. And that's so true. You said you read that they actually lived the 4 years. That that's that's
Yeah.
that's actually pretty cool. That's very fitting. Yeah, yeah. She said, "Forget me," and she said, "I'll see you." That is true. That is true. Hmm. Damn, dude, she kills him so swiftly. Like she
And
even
then you yeah, no hesitation. And then
there's a
Ymir's smiling in the back too.
yeah,
That's big.
yeah,
That's very
yeah. It's
big.
like yeah, they're like Ymir. Yeah, it's true. No, we're gonna get to that. And yeah, it's like back to freaking reality, man. Damn. Mm, mm,
Mm.
mm. Crazy stuff, man.
And then episode
Uh,
3, or the final chapter, toward the tree on the hill. I guess we should stop here, right? Again.
what episode, dude? It's like, oh my goodness, this is a long episode.
Yeah,
Oh
let's. All
no
right,
no
I'm
no
gonna
no
stop
no
it
no
right
no
there.
no no! We don't have to stop. We're gonna stop because the first one's like an hour and 20. This can be an hour and 22. You think this can be done in 30 minutes? I think this can be done in 30 minutes. What do you think? What do you think?
Yeah, we could try. Let's try. Let's try.
This is a big flashback. It's just this is just actually no. There's a bunch of shit that goes on here.
I
Yeah,
think we
it's
can make it
fine.
in 30 minutes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, we can make it. We can make it. If not, listen, man. Whatever we tried, what's the Kevin Hart thing? Whatever you did, you could. What you couldn't, you tried. Yeah, 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 yeah. That's what we did. Yes, the final chapter. Dun dun dun. The final chapter. And oh shit, kid versions
Mm,
of Eren and Armin.
mm.
All right,
The
all right,
kid
Christian, you can
versions.
take that. Kid version.
So
Oh, the progression through time here, but it's
yeah,
but go ahead,
I,
bro. Take it.
so all right. I don't. Uh, I think that this is actually Eren visiting Kid Armin. Like this is like, imagine going back like 10 years and then Eren is speaking to Armin, but he just forgets that they have this conversation as kids. I think that's
Mm,
what's happening here. That they, because
really?
why else would they be kids speaking like this? Unless it's just purely for like, artistic visuals. But this is Attack on Titan. They don't just do things without intentionality just because it looks pretty. Like this, I think that this they're really back in time here, and then Armin just forgets that they're having this conversation because you remember that during this whole uh vision that Eren is giving Armin, Eren says that the past, the present, and the future, it's all existing at the same time for him. So I feel like he is truly speaking to Armin across the years and just explaining the progression of what's happening and the overall plan that he has. And then he's only letting Armin remember after, you know, the after Eren died.
Mm,
Uh but yeah, that's just the whole, what I think, the progression from kid to adult, I think that's why it's happening. But so Armin, he gets one final vision with Eren, just like Mikasa did. And again, Eren is revealing his plan, which is to make himself the most evil man in human history, while simultaneously making his friends heroes. Just like the story, again, I feel like you forgot this, but the story with the Tiber family,
yeah,
um, that's like when we were first learning about Marley. The Tibers were the people who held the Warhammer Titan. You remember that?
yeah. Mm-hmm.
And there was like this story that they put on a play where they were talking about how an Eldian called Helios killed the devil of all Earth, and this
Yeah.
Eldian was regarded as a hero. So Armin and
Mm-hmm.
Mikasa were supposed to be like the modern equivalent of Helios, this hero who killed the devil of all Earth, which was going to be Eren. Um, and also, remember in season 2 how Eren said, uh, or you might not remember, Eren said that when he was fighting Reinar, just after he revealed that he was the Armor Titan, he said that, I bet you and Bertold, in the history of mankind, no one has ever done anything as evil as you two. And you have to be eradicated. Like, you should not be allowed to exist. And then when you look at what he's doing now, that
I know, right?
completely eclipses anything that Reiner and Berthold or anybody in human history has ever done.
Literally,
It's wild to see where he came from.
it's insane.
And yeah, so Eren, his goal was to pretty much, the rumbling was like to create a blank slate. Like he wanted um, the civilization outside of the walls to be of the same level of capacity as the civilization within the walls. So it's more, things are more even. And actually, before this, he was talking about Ymir. and her motivation as to why she obeyed Fritz for 2,000 years. And he said it was because that she was in love with King Fritz, and that for 2,000 years she was searching for someone who'd set her free from the chains of love that bounded her to Fritz. So Ymir, she wishes that she could do what Mikasa did, because
Right?
Mikasa was able to kill Eren, and
Someone
Mikasa
he
and
she
the
loves.
yeah, and the love that Mikasa felt shared a lot of similarities with Ymir, in the
Exactly.
most similarities in all those 2,000 years that Ymir was searching for somebody.
Yeah.
So,
They worded it in a way like it was like he was like, yeah, I guess she was waiting for someone and she somehow found it in Mikasa. And I'm like, y'all not putting two and two together? Like the fuck? Like I mean, Eren might be blind, but like Armin right next to him, like she loves him, and she got to kill him. You know, Ymir was in love with King Fritz, although he blinded her, killed her whole family. So like, it doesn't make sense to y'all that she sees something in the casa. I was like, is this? Do we have to spell it out for these people? I'm like, I didn't
well,
understand how that was a missing piece for them. Like, I wonder why. Like, he's like, I can't go forward enough to see. I guess whatever she does, like Ymir must have seen something in her. I'm like, we don't know what she
well,
saw in her.
well, to be fair, like, it is a pretty baffling thing to think about, because King Fritz, he cut out her tongue. He murdered her mother and father, like her family, and like there are elements of Stockholm syndrome here. Are you familiar
Mm-hmm.
with what Stockholm syndrome is?
Well, Christian, I did watch Money Heist. The
Yeah,
Money Heist fans would understand what I just said, but yeah, Christian, I know, falling in love with your captor. But yeah, it's
yeah, exactly. So that's a very
but motherfucker was a
confusing.
king.
Yeah.
That's true, but he was a king, Christian. That's the thing. These hierarchy. No, I'm serious. Like Eldians, right? Think about it. You were always meant to be submissive to not meant to be. You were brought up. Like Marley had all the freaking like basically not slaves, but obedient people that are grateful to be alive. So if you are grateful and lucky enough to catch the eye of a king, whatever he does to you, it's like you're not gonna get to the point where you can hate him. Okay, I'm gonna branch off just
Mm,
for a second. This is why this I'm gonna tie it in. White Tiger, a movie that came out on Netflix. An Indian servant who killed his master. One of my coworkers, oof, old coworker because I don't work there no more. Fuck, I love this guy. Rickon, top fucking tier. But yeah, so I was like, hey, dude, it's not all that crazy of a movie, Rickon. It's just like some Indian guy would just get up some stones and I think stones and kill his master and stole his money and start his own car company. I'm like, I was expecting something bigger. Like I wanted something like Slumdog Millionaire. And Reagan's like, no, Pierre, you don't get it. In our culture, in Indian culture,
Slumdog Millionaire, first name Michelle. Yeah.
Christian,
Continue.
the blasphemy.
You know where that's from?
Unfortunately, I Slumdog Millionaire. Where's that from? Is that Lil Wayne? No. Yeah.
No.
Where's that from? Where's that from?
Have you ever heard of Epic Rap Battles of History on YouTube?
Of course, but from two. From which two? Is that the Abraham Lincoln? Which two? Which two? Oh, we'll figure it
It's
out. Send me the link. I used to love
no,
those. The Gandhi
it's
one.
yeah, it's Keaton Peele, the one that they did.
Hmm.
Gandhi, yeah, the Gandhi one, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Those were
First
fire,
name
man.
Millionaire.
Those,
Name
yeah,
Michelle.
yeah. I remember that. I remember that. I remember that. We've derailed, but yes. Rickens like Pierre. You don't understand. That's a cultural thing. A servant in India would never kill their master. So where it looks easy to you, it required an amount of freaking going against the grain, going against our cultural norm to do what he did in White Tiger. So for Ymir to go against her king, it's something that would have been impossible for someone like her. Because when a king take you in and puts you to a level of in society that you don't even belong in, because she was just some poor girl that the king just fancied. So it's like it's easier said that he put her through so much she should have retaliated when she could anyway, because she was powerful. She was a titan too. So it's that do you get what I'm trying to say? Since it's just not in
Yeah,
her. Eren, telling me, Mikasa, you're a fucking acronym. That's what you do. You're supposed to be obedient to me and shit. Like it's not in your nature to go against that or something like that. Yeah, it's
Yeah, like I saw a comment in a thread that was like discussing this, and the guy said that Ymir was most likely never given true affection before, so she just latched onto the closest thing to that, which was her relationship to King Fritz.
and that's a
And
king, bro.
so
That's
yeah,
Kittle.
and
That's all
yeah,
I need.
and and like despite all the things that he's done to her, he stayed loyal to her for 2000 years because she doesn't know what affection is really.
Hmm.
So seeing the affection that Mikasa and Eren shared made her realize that what she had 2000 years ago was not love, and that the realization made her finally break things off with King Fritz and the
She,
the
she
world.
got. I hope she got a prenup, but anyway, I hope she didn't sign. I hope she didn't sign a prenup. Take his money, girl. Take his money. But yeah, some crazy stuff. But yeah, they progress through like teenage, current adult version. Yeah, and then she freaking tells her, bro, you didn't know Mikasa was fucking in love with you. Like she fucking deserved better than you and shit. And he start crying. I want her. So selfishly, he said, I want her to pine. I want
It
her to
was that was
pine
great.
after me
I
for at
love
least
that.
10 years after I'm
I
gone. That is so
love that.
selfish.
I love that. It's
Okay,
like
you are
he
some weird shit.
well, the reason I love it is because remember that Aaron just said that the past, the present, and the future, they all exist at once.
Hmm.
So this is another point that I heard someone else make, that he right now, Aaron is a kid, Aaron is an adult, Aaron is a teenager, and Aaron has lived 2000 years.
Yep.
Imagine what that would do to your mental psyche.
Uh-huh.
So
Can't take
this
all that.
yeah, so this of course that would break any person. That would break their psyche. So him breaking down here and him going from that like stoic, like no one can fuck, or the badass that he badass is it's not the right word.
Yeah.
The cold-hearted person that he was before, to all suddenly shifting to this, as Armin said, pathetic person. It's very realistic because of what's going on in his head. So that's why I love this scene. And also, like, it's just him saying, I want her to still be in love with me for at least 10 years. Such a specific date that is kind of funny.
After I'm gone, like, bro, she moving on. So, have you seen
Mm,
Mikasa? I don't think I don't think he's seen Mikasa.
wait,
Bro,
Pierre, please
what's
tell me
up?
you saw the end credits. Please tell me you saw the end credits. Don't
I
tell me
did
you
see the
skipped it.
end credit. I
You
did.
did. Like all the way
What,
through.
the little boy that's walking through with some wolf or dog, and then
But
seeing her
even
inside
before
it.
that.
There's something happened before that. I didn't see
Oh
before that, Christian.
my Pierre, come
Oh, the
on,
disappointment,
man.
the pain,
Come
the
on.
pain.
You could have just zipped through the credits. You just automatically paused and then went to the. Come on, man. Who does that?
Honestly, a
Who
masterpiece
does
that
that?
big. Just that.
Jesus, dude. Let it soak in. Breathe it in for a second. God damn.
You know what, Christian? Just because you said that, it's not too late. Listen,
Man.
as we're
We
as
should
we're
pause this shit just so you could this. Some important stuff happens. Oh my god, dude.
I saw most of it, Christian. I
What'd you
guarantee you I
see?
saw most of it.
What'd you see?
I just told you. They showed a bunch of pictures of a bunch of people cried, and there was a lot of
Mm-hmm.
tears,
Uh-huh. What
and
else?
that's
Something really big happened.
oh, there's something else big that happened.
Oh my
Shit, no, I know of.
god.
So
Jesus,
wait. Are you talking about
dude.
Mikasa getting visited by the bird, or is it after? There's more shit that happened after
After,
that.
yeah, the still images.
Christian,
Something really important happens there, man.
we really can we can get to that. You know what?
Yeah, we're gonna
As
have
we're
to
getting to
pause
this,
this so you can watch that, because that's nah. You need to
I'm
watch
watching it
that.
right now. I'm watching it right now. Okay,
All
I
right,
see
turn up the volume too.
explosion. I don't need to have subtitles. Final season. I cannot believe this man is putting me on blast. All right, I
Yeah,
see. Yeah,
you should be on blast.
great. I see. Yeah, that's the thing I did see. Christian, wait, what? Yeah, some boy that's walking.
No, before that. It's before that.
Before that, I see the explosions of
Yes.
a bunch of jets that just bomb some place.
Like the futuristic city, you saw the industrialization that happened to Paradis Island. You saw that?
Oh, you talking about this shit got
Yeah.
modernized, so that should be that's.
Yeah.
Oh, that looks like Tron Legacy. Oh, that's I
Yeah.
see the ODM gear. That's the ODM gear. Okay, I see it. That's the hmm
Because this is
the
cyclical. This is
tombstone.
showing that violence is cyclical. That's it's so important.
Oh wow. Okay, I see. I see, Christian. And they did mention it. Yeah, Armin or Mikasa, whoever the one that was speaking. Yes, Armin mentioned it at the end. Like Annie becomes this, and Eldia cling on to a new militia, and of course, violence didn't couldn't stop because yeah, I understand. It's all a
Yeah.
loop. It's all cyclical. That is true. But Christian, we're fucking veered off, bro. Can we get back to finish explaining this shit?
Man, that was important, bro. That was important. I can't believe
I'm
you skipped
sorry,
that.
Christian. I couldn't say goodbye. Like, I was tearing up.
Unbelievable.
I didn't see it.
Well, it sounds like you were fucking excited to say goodbye. You just skipped it.
What kind of podcast is this? Some crazy stuff. But fuck, Christian, where are we in this, man? We've lost after
Oh,
my freaking
Eren.
White Tiger reference. I lost everything else.
Eren was it
Uh,
was like the finale of the whole vision with Armin and Eren. He just said that he wants Mikasa to pine after him for 10 years. And then he's about to tell Armin that he killed or he's going to kill 80% of humanity outside the
mhm.
walls. And
She just
and
shares a kill.
Armin, yeah, he
What a weird
he
approach.
it's definitely interesting to take the blame like
Because
that.
yeah,
Uh,
he's been the one that's hey, I need to get back in this fight. Like, sorry, Aaron. Like, I gotta do this. It is what it is. To You're right. Not just you, bro. We. Hey, that book, bro. I gave you that book. We did this. Like,
yeah.
no, bitch, you did not. But it is what it is. But just to show you, man, they're the big three, bro. This is us, man. This is Randall, Kate, and Kevin. You don't know any of the people I just mentioned, bro. Christian, you need to start watching real people TV shows. Regardless, yeah,
Unless
that's the
they
big three, bro. Nah, this is us is fire, Christian. I know you. There's a lot of things we like about TV shows, right? We like depth. We also like structure. This is us is a constant time jump of past, present, future. Beautifully
I've
done,
heard
Christian.
I've heard that show in the same breath as The Last of Us. Like people
Mm,
make comparisons. I don't know if there's any
I've
connection
watched
there.
both, and I'll tell you they're both top tier. Yeah,
Mm,
but it's I guess it's a drama. Yeah, sure, it's a family show. With some dude who died in season one that you see for all 5 or 6 or 7 seasons, bro. This man doesn't sin. Does this man sin? We don't even know. Well, he's a thief now. The company you keep, his new show that just came out. I'm talking about Jack, people. I'm talking about Mr. Jack himself. His new show, The Company You Keep, he's a thief. He's finally doing some sinning. Even then, he does it in such a humble way. The father, and This Is Us. This man is just borderline perfect. But anyway, crazy stuff, Christian. Crazy stuff. Yeah.
mm.
So yeah, I'm
Also, I
gonna get back to
love
my point here.
I love Aaron towards the end after he says he killed 80%. He's like, "So, I finally know why things had to turn out this way, or I killed 80% of humanity." And he says it's because I'm an idiot. Bro, he says he's a garden variety idiot who got his hands on
Hmm.
power.
It's
That is
true.
insane. Because imagine if like just some stupid guy got some incredibly
I know,
like
right?
God given power, and then he just makes a misstep where he just thinks incorrectly, and then boom, eighty
Hmm.
percent of humanity is gone because of that. Imagine. And this is what's
Mm,
happening with Aaron. That is such a an interesting way to take the story and this like in the psychology of Aaron. It's like he's an idiot. This
and he's
isn't the
beating
right
himself up.
solution. He,
Yeah, and he tried several approaches. It's
yeah.
sad, actually. It's
Well,
pretty
he
sad.
tried to like he tried to
salvage
go
as
against
much as he
fate,
could.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was already written in the stars, man. Like Messi winning that
Mm.
World Cup, rich gang, Messi fan. But yeah, like Arsenal beating Man City. Yes, we did. Yes, we did. I'm an Arsenal fan. It is what it is. But yeah, man, crazy stuff. It's a hard life. But yeah, dude, it's crazy shit. Too much tears. Too much tears. Uh,
And then so the when he says, Armin, it's time. I'm erasing your memory of our time here. And then Armin says, like, the next meeting is a battle to the death, and then the one after that, we're gonna meet in hell.
I
Oh
know, right?
man.
Like, yeah, the
Oh
way these
man.
people
Oh
are
man.
gravitating toward that was, yeah, I'm not like, I'm biblical. I read my Bible and shit, and I'm just like, do y'all even know what y'all talking about?
Bro, if
It's
there
just
was
like,
ever somebody who's going to hell, it's Eren. Like,
it's just-
I think everybody would be in agreement on that.
mm. No, but that's the thing. What people may not know, it's not about what you do. It's about just your ability to atone for them, repenting for them, own them, and vow to not do them again.
But how do you
Um,
atone for 80% of humanity like dying? How do you?
because
Oof.
this was the best odds. The 20% is all that could have been saved with all of his calculation of all the different ways. My boy was Doctor Strange in Infinity War, bro. There's only one way to get this done, and he come back and tell Iron Man there's only one way. But yeah, it's he didn't, dude. This wasn't like freaking purposely inflicted. Like, he's not in the best set of mind because he has so many memories flooding in and out. The dudes can't even keep track of what is and what isn't. I don't know. The regression of Eren throughout Attack on Titan is so realistic for someone that just absorbing so many different powers that's coming with so much mental. Whoa, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, one of my earbuds just gave out because we've been doing this for so long.
Yeah, we're almost
Yeah,
done.
yeah, like, there's just so many freaking uh some crazy shit, man. I used to hate him, but I feel for him at the end. Yeah,
Mm.
I don't know, some crazy shit, man.
And you saw how once they came out of the vision, Armin was on the boat with Annie. You remember that moment? This in the
Yeah,
previous
yeah,
part.
yeah.
So that was
I brushed that off
far
too.
back.
I'm like, what the fuck? It is what it
That
is. I guess he
was
dropped her
far
back
back.
at a wrong spot and then picked up on that and brought her back in the present. I was like, oh, wrong
No,
stop.
no,
Sorry.
no. That's like that's the moment where he shared the vision with Armin. Was then because remember in the vision he said, I'm
Oh,
gonna wipe your memory, and then the next time we meet, it's gonna be a battle to the death.
oh
So he
my
was referring to
goodness.
the colossal fight that they had.
Yo, Christian, I didn't
Crazy,
pick up
right?
on that.
Yeah.
Damn.
And he
He
did
really
that
wiped her memory.
for, yeah,
Everyone.
everyone. Like
At the end.
Levi.
I think Levi ends
Uh,
up just hating him. But yeah. But this he's like, bro, there's no fucking siding with this prick. We just gotta kill him, and that's it. Like, not like we ever had an option
well,
anyway.
well,
He's
he did say that I had a long list of shit I wanted to tell him off about, and he was like, "Fuck."
mhm.
So I think he did care for Eren, but of course he doesn't excuse like what he was doing just because
Yeah,
he like, cared about it. Everyone cared about Eren. Everyone there except
bro.
Peak.
Right, because she didn't know him. Oof, the way she's like,
Yeah.
I guess I would have. I don't care about the guy, but I wouldn't be mine. Like, I never got to talk to him. Damn.
Mhm.
Uh, and Levi sees the fallen ones, bro, and say, "This is the revolution. Revolution. This is the resolutions you gave your hearts for." Levi shed a tear and put his right hand on his chest, bro. Oh my goodness. 'Cause
Mhm.
there's some things you can't see. There's some characters
Mhm.
you can't see get to this sentimental like ladder because they're just never there. And once they do, you just need to
Mhm.
acknowledge that, know the gravity of what's going on around these people to get to that.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
if you see Spock freaking out, bro, you're watching Star Trek, you need to know this is a man who has rid himself of emotions. It's not the Vulcan way.
Mhm.
So when that shit comes through, bro, you gotta know, bro. Mm,
Mhm.
mm, some crazy shit. Oh, and
Mm,
then Connie and Jean see Sasha, bro.
mm,
Rainar's mom. Oof, Rainar's like, I'm sorry, I'm not the armored titan because he knows we're about to get back to being persecuted. That's the only honor your family had. And the mom's like, son, fuck all that shit. Fuck all that shit.
mm.
She's like, I just want you, baby boy. Come here. Come give your mama some sugar, baby boy. I don't care
What
about
the
that
fuck?
titan shit. Yeah,
She
that just
turned
got on
black?
some kinky shit. She turned black. She turned black. I said, here's some cornbread, baby boy.
Here, drink some Kool-Aid.
Here's some Kool-Aid. Let me give you that soul food. Let me give you that. Here's some collard greens. Here's some mashed potatoes. Mashed potatoes. Oh man. Eren's burial, bro. Mikasa's like, yeah, I got a dip, bro. If I stay here, you know what's gonna say. It is what it is. Let's put him in that place where he used to take naps. Rich gang, great. Of course, we're back to this BS, bro. Makes sense. The Marlians are like, hey, what if you fucking transform? What if you can still transform? My thing is, let's say they can. Y'all dead if they can, because there's like very little of y'all left. It's just to show you the human beings like would always go back to like their evil nature. There's like even like if you read the Bible, right? Like God has wiped out cities with plagues, fire from the sky, freaking floods. Just like introducing us with grace by the death of like his son. Yet people still revert back to doing bad things. And the crazy thing is, you're not born bad. like, like it takes a lot to become evil. It takes a lot to get back to being evil. Like this is why you don't have an indicator that you did something good because it's natural. But you have an indicator when you do something bad. It's a fucking conscience that tells you that comes with guilt because you're not supposed to do that. But yet we're so wicked that some people get to a brink, to a point where that conscience just fade, where that little voice just stops ringing. Just to show you, these motherfuckers just go back to. But then again, like I said, it's fear. When you've been fucking traumatizing a people for so long, you gotta be thinking, oh shit, they might get the drop on this and return the favor. So in a way, it made sense that the Marlins are like, bro, prove that there's no more fucking Titans. And Armin comes through, bro. Like, bro, no, like
And
I can't. Yeah, go ahead, go
and
ahead.
when Armin comes through, it's very similar to what he did in season 1 of Attack on Titan when Eren first transformed, and he had to convince uh like a captain who was really afraid that Eren could be useful and that we don't fire at us. He gave an incredibly beautiful speech. I feel like you forgot that though, but
Yeah, dude.
damn, it's like a direct parallel to the speech here where he's like, they're like, prove that you're human, and then Armin is once again stepping up and saying he's giving reasons as to why they should trust that they're human. It's like
Hmm.
very close to what he said in season 1. It's a strong parallel there.
Crazy shit, man. Crazy shit. Uh, yeah, and of course, she's trying to convince these motherfuckers don't kill Eren. If they could transform, they would have, and they wouldn't have resisted. And they take us to the two girls, the two women. Mikasa's like, bro, it
Mikasa
wasn't Eren.
and
It was you and my headaches, you know? I
yeah,
think your
Ymir
love.
look kind of good there, bro. Is it just me? Like, am I
Christian,
crazy?
this fetish with stick figures need to end, bro. Stop it. There are
Bro,
there are real women out there.
you're the one who was after Arnheid, bro. What do you mean?
Hey, anyone that watched Last of Us, the Finland Saga reactions were deep into season 2. Yeah, the last 3 episodes. I said there's something innocent about Arnheid, this seamless beauty, this natural
Yeah,
beauty. Nothing
yeah.
sexual or anything like that. But it's just,
Uh,
it's just
no, that's not what I meant.
uh it's not what I heard. Well, it's all documented.
Yeah, it is.
Uh crazy stuff. But yeah, man, I understand. She did look really good. That's true. Why not, Christian? Let's agree with your perverted mind. Sure.
Right.
She is a
Oh
widow,
my
Christian. Her husband died and tortured her. Have some decency.
Well, she did kill a lot of people. So, or
Literally.
she
Crazy
assisted
shit.
in quite a big murder.
Actively assisted. She wasn't a passive
Actively,
bystander.
yeah.
Like Mike Prince, who everybody blame for Axe getting exiled. Like, bro, it was Chuck and Taylor, but it is what it is. This is Billions, but a whole different thing. Nobody watched that. That's just me. But anyway, yeah.
So she cut ties with the world and took the Titan powers with her, dude. It's
She took
crazy.
the Titan powers with her.
Well, is this that's to say like she just no one she removed Titans from the world pretty much because now nobody can transform anymore.
Hmm. Okay.
That's why everybody came back to human form,
That makes sense. That makes sense.
and
Oh, you're
that's
talking about
why.
Ymir. Ymir took the power Titan.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay. I thought you meant Mikasa. I was like, what are you talking about? Okay, yeah.
No,
Ymir took her shit back. Ymir out here
yeah.
chilling. Yeah, and then 3 years later, great. They called it Battle of Heaven and Earth. And Eldia got their own militia, based on the Jaegerists. So that's all nice that Eren got to be literally carved into the future of Eldia. I mean, how could he not? But people kept fighting.
I don't know if it's nice. It might not be a nice thing.
It's not a nice thing at all. They're just you're fucking. It's like it's a murderer. But they have no other freaking kind of. I don't know. They could look up to Armin. I don't know why Armin didn't freaking stand up in argument to be like, hey, follow me instead. But it is what it is.
Yeah,
Yeah, Annie joined the army, which is fitting. The way her dad raised her, the way she was, yeah, Annie deserved to lead some military group. She's military police or something like that. I think she is. Yeah, and they're going back to Paradis Island. Is it Paradis? Is it Paris?
Paradis.
Paris Island? Paradis
Paradis.
Island. Yeah, which is funny. Like Paradis just means paradise in Creole or French. But yeah, that's sure, literally. But yeah, it's
Yeah, that's like supposed to be the meaning. Like the Marlians would joke when they were sending someone to Paradis, like you're sending you to your paradise. That's what they would joke.
makes sense. Makes sense. Um, but yeah, man, it's yeah, they're going back. Everyone's chilling there. They're like, great, we can't believe we got to go back to where we fucking almost destroyed. What if they kill us? That's what it is. And he's like, hey, I'm military police, so I'm not involved in this shit with y'all, but sure, I'm here. And they show you a very kind of happy sight. Levi's helping people with the one leg and one eye. Our black brother.
I like that Jean said that someone asked him what is he doing, like fixing his hair, and he's like, I'm posing for future ladies in the history books that'll see me in the history books. That was good.
Hey, this man, this man played a role. Oh no, they came through.
Yeah.
Connie was a bit out of all of them. They
Yeah,
didn't give Connie equal. I don't know why, because everyone else shined. It was just like I wanted Connie to have some more cutting words. He had some actions, like yeah, no, actually, this motherfucker's the reason Levi's leg got cut off. But regardless,
well,
okay,
he's also the reason that they were able to escape before the
yes, because he pipped it right away. He's like, hey, that's the smoke from, and they're like, Levi's like, bitch, let's go. This is true. Our black brother made it. Okanaway. Onyankopon. They took him in. Just one, by the way. Just one. He's the only one there. That's it. He's just that.
No, they showed a bunch. There was like a whole London city filled with
black people. Okay, rich gang. That's great. That's great. Just for the picture. And then all these motherfuckers back. All right, thank you. Taking one way back to Senegal. You're going back to Sudan. You're going back to Niger. Back to Sierra Leone, where you come from. Back to Nigeria. Back to Cameroon. Back to Mozambique. Just listing countries in Africa. Crazy shit. But yeah, and then and you see Mikasa still mourning. Yeah, and then some bird come in and freaking bro. I'm like, can someone just send her a Miguel, bro? Just send Mikasa a Miguel. Not Christian, you know what I'm talking about. And This Is Us. Jack died. Jack's best friend married Jack's widowed wife because he's dead. He's not with his wife anymore. Not some malicious stuff like let me wait for him to die to be with his wife. Like years went by, but Miguel understood Christian that he's number two to a dead man. Like he understood that. Like he never trying to tell Rebecca, hey, do you love me more than you love Jack? He just never complained and just took his number two seat. So this is why I'm like, can someone send Mikasa Miguel? Like send her a man that just understand. I know you're always gonna love Eren, but I'm just here for the good times. In the bad time, because Miguel literally died saving Rebecca, suffered a crazy back injury just to make sure she's healthy. That ends up killing him. Crazy shit. And this bitch had the nerve, Christian, to go to heaven, walk past Miguel, and go into a room with Jack in heaven. Like, not the
What?
guy who's like not the no. It was just that's like the afterlife, but not the guy who took up the pieces that your dead husband left. Not his fault, but you were just devastated. Build you up, nursed you, fucking withstand your three. Well, just Kevin, give him a hard time because you're dating my mom. You're my dad's best friend. Just for that bitch to die, go to heaven, and go back to Jack. She just passed Miguel in the train, like the afterlife. She dies. So they show you she's on the train. She just passed by Miguel, go in a room with Jack. Like Miguel was the husband that came after her husband. I can't explain this because you didn't watch the show, but this is a great show. My point is, Mikasa deserves some number two that knows he's number two, that knows Eren's the love of her life, and he's just here for the good time, and and that's it because she is lonely. But yeah, some crazy stuff. But yeah, man, it's a cold world. It's a hard life.
Mm.
But yeah, man,
And
this is
we touched on it before, but you know, I think it was really cool. So I just want to bring it up again. Parody becomes industrialized well into the future, and it's a world that's even more advanced than the world that we live in the like the real human world. And then it's destroyed by bombings. So the story, Hajime Isayama, he never promised to present a solution that solved all conflict in between humans, but he did solve the Titan issue. So because conflict that's never going to end so long as humans exist. Just like Armin said in the vision, he was like it's so he was like paraphrasing what Eren was doing, and he said, "What? So there can be no war if there's no people? That's crazy." And I think that's the only way you could truly ever not have war and conflict is if you just don't have people. So this is a very good, and this is the best ending that Attack on Titan could have because it's realistic, it's grounded, and it's very satisfying. And then
yeah,
even in the post-apocalyptic ruins where you have a boy and his dog, they stumble on a tree where Eren was buried, and it looks, of course, just like the tree where Ymir found the hallucigenia. And so the implication is that the cycle begins anew. Everything is cyclical, and a perfect amount is just left open for the viewer. So it's open ended, and there's a lot of room for theory and speculation. But man, what a story, dude. I started
yeah,
watching this in like 2013. This was actually one of the first animes that really got me into taking anime seriously. Like before this, I just watched Naruto, Dragon Ball Z, and
just for background noise. I'm kidding.
no, I like I really love those shows, but like I didn't really care, I guess, to look into anime as a whole. I saw a couple like random animes that I liked, but this was like a turning point for me with anime, with Attack on
Yeah,
Titan. So this is a I hold this story very close to my heart because it's been quite a run, man. It's been
I
quite a run.
understand. I get it.
And so, all right, before we, I just want to give like a couple fun facts, like one, like two or three, because this was pretty interesting. So Eren, he didn't open his eyes throughout the entirety of the rumbling, and he only opened them in his last breath, like just before Mikasa cut his head, because he wanted to see her, because he knew that she was going to be the one to end it. So it's kind of like he wanted to not it's sort of symbolic of him like not wanting to see the destruction that he's causing, but he wants to see somebody take his life away to
Mm.
end the destruction. So that's the first one. The second one is that Mikasa, she wrote on Eren's grave, and she said, "Here forever rest peacefully, my most beloved, my dear." And then she wrote 854. I think 854 is the year that like Eren died in. And in the manga, the very first chapter, randomly you see the numbers 854 in bold randomly on the very first chapter. And then also in the second opening in season or in the opening for season 2 of Attack on Titan, very quickly. Oh no, sorry, the ending in for season 2 of Attack on Titan, the ending song. You see very quickly the numbers 854 flash.
Yeah.
And now we know what that means. Um and then the third thing is that on Eren's grave, the first two times Mikasa visits his grave, she put 4 roses, which means that nothing will come between two people who love each other but cannot be together. It's basically tragic love. And then
Hmm.
the last time she put 1 rose, which means Eren is still he's still the one for her. And that's like when she's like old and on her deathbed pretty much. Like she still loves Eren. Like he's still the one for her. That's why she also had the scarf when she was when they showed her like they showed her dead body and how she still had the scarf on. It's like she never considered him to not be the love of her life. And then
Well,
yeah,
shit. Like I'm
the
telling you, bro. Just that's a Miguel. A Miguel will be fine. He'll be fine with that. But yeah, but yeah.
yeah. And so 2 more in the ending credits when Eren and Mikasa were buried, an old man was there, and that was supposed to be Armin still visiting their graves because I guess Mikasa and Eren were buried next to each other. So Armin was the last to die from the trio. Just like when they were kids running to the tree, he was always the last one to reach the tree.
Yeah.
And the last one is that in the first chapter, again, a lot of things happen in the first chapter. Eren asks Mikasa, "When did her hair get so long?" And if you remember in the very first episode, Eren wakes up and he's crying, like the very first seconds of the show. And he's like, "I feel like I had a really long dream," and he was crying from the dream. So he was referencing the future Mikasa and how her hair was short, and also just the tragedy that's about to happen to humanity. It was
Hmm.
referenced in the very first moments of the entire show. So
Damn.
crazy
Listen,
story.
man. This was a masterpiece, and it's fucking midnight. But more importantly, it is a masterpiece, dude. This was good. This was very good. This was
Yeah,
beautiful storytelling. This was beautiful writing. This was beautiful character development. This was I yeah, I would rewatch this. Actually, I can't rewatch this. For some reason, things that are too good, I can never like I can't get myself to rewatch Endgame. Like or this. I'll probably rewatch this one more time and that would be like it for me. It just there's just this took me
you.
to like a plethora of like emotions and it's I don't know. It's like I'm wired in a way if something is perfect, the more I see it, the like I want to preserve this in my head. It's weird. I don't know why I'm that way. Like I can't rewatch
I
something that's
get
too
that.
good.
I
it's
get
just
that. It's like
so it's
listening to
like
your favorite song over and over and over. Eventually, you don't like it as much because you hear it
mm-hmm.
so many times. At least for me.
Honestly, nah. I can listen to the bro. I can listen to Perception. We're talking about NF, dude. Sam Smith, bro. Like I'm not even about this fucking. Like I don't even get like heartbroken. But when it comes to matters of the heart, bro, I don't listen to songs. I listen to albums, bro. The thrill of it all, the lonely hour, the crazy shit. Nah, I don't know. I can. Bro, nah.
Oh
There's
shit!
some
All right.
artists.
Oh, dude. Okay. Wait. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. What were you gonna say?
What is it? No, it's late, right? Let's wrap this up. It's like
All
2 hours. YouTube won't take
Yeah.
this. You're right.
Yeah.
It's been
So
real. It's been real, folks. We'll be back with Vinland Saga, but
wait,
this was great.
real
This
quick,
was worth it.
real quick, real quick. I didn't get to list my top three. So top three: Last of Us, the video game, Attack on Titan, and then depending on how One Piece ends, it's either One Piece or Hunter x Hunter. That's my top three.
Oh, look at you, man.
Yep,
Christian,
yep.
you're the goat. We are goats. We're all lambs. All right, it's been real.
All right, wait. Pierre just like
What, Christian? What?
remember, like, don't get off for like a second, and then it's just so we can do it. All right, all right. Bye, everybody. Bye.
All right, bye.